Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I achieved this red crochet hair wig. I'm going to be needing a weaving cap. I'm going to be using some perm rods. These are the yellow or orange. And then I'm going to use the Cuban Twist hair. I'm using the red color, which is QT 530, I believe. And I actually like Cuban Twist hair the best for any type of crochet style, whether it's for a wig or actual crochet braids. I'm also going to be using a latch hook. All of the products I'm going to be using were under $20, so it's a really good protective style and it's really easy to achieve. So I'm going to actually keep this hair long. This is in 16 inches, and typically I cut it in half just to save a little money, but for this particular hairstyle I want it big, so I'm going to leave the hair long. All I'm going to do is separate one of the pieces of hair from the bundle, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to wrap it around the perm rod. Now this is fairly easy, but it's a very important step. If you don't roll the hair around the perm rod correctly, you're going to get a spiral or Shirley Temple sort of look versus getting the crochet braid style, I should say. So what I'm going to be doing here is showing you how I'm twisting the hair between my fingers, and it's going to help define the curl. And as I said, this is a really important step, because if you don't twist the hair while you're rolling, you're going to get more of a spiral curl, and that's not the look that I'm going for here. So one important thing that one of my clients said to me when I was explaining to her what I was doing, it is, what's that song? Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. So I was constantly singing that as I was rolling these perm rods up. It's funny to me, but it's a really good reminder to make sure that you're twisting your wrist as you're rolling that hair around the perm rod, because that is what's going to give you the style you're looking for. So continue to roll all of the hair around the perm rod. Again, for this hairstyle, I actually used about 4.5 packs of hair because I didn't split the hair like I typically do. I wanted to keep the curls long. So 4 to 5 packs will be enough, and I paid about $5 for each pack. So that is how all of your perm rods should look once you're done. At this point, I already had some boiling hot water going in my kitchen, so I'm going to submerge all of the perm rods into the water for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to let those cool off before we go to our next step. So that should take you anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. So here I'm showing you how the perm rods look. The hair is actually still wet at this point because I wanted to just continue on with the tutorial, but you can let the hair dry overnight. And I noticed that when I let the hair dry completely, that my curls don't frizz up as much. But anyway, here I'm going to show you how I'm going to fill in the rest of my wig. As you can see, for time's sake, I already started the wig. And actually in this video, I'm also wearing a crochet wig that I made last time, but nevertheless, what I'm doing here is when I get to the top of my wig, I'm going between 2 pieces of the mesh cap, and I'm pulling the hair through, and I'm applying my crochet hair. Now I'm going to get a close-up and show you exactly what I'm doing, but I just want to show you here that all I'm doing is filling in some of the space at the top of the wig. Now this is not my only crochet wig tutorial, but I wanted to show you exactly how I take the hair off the perm rod. Again, I think that's very important, because if you don't take it off correctly, you're going to get a really frizzy curl, and we want to have the defined curls because we want our crochet wig to last us for a long amount of time. So again, all I'm doing is filling in the top of the wig. I want to have a lot of fullness in the front, because as the wig gets old, the hair gets bigger, and I really like that look. So most of the hair from the 4 packs that I'm going to be using is going to go around the perimeter and the top of my head. So here is a close-up of exactly what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to attach the hair to the actual wig cap. I'm taking an open latch hook And I'm going through 2 of the holes inside of the wig. I'm going to place the hair inside of the loop. That's me closing the latch hook. Then you're going to slide the latch hook underneath those 2 holes that are in your wig. Now I have a little section I'm going to put my fingers in between, and I'm just going to take 2 fingers, and then I'm going to take the remaining piece of hair and pull it through that hole, and that is how the hair is going to attach onto the wig. Now I'm going to pull, so I'm going to tighten it up, but I'm not going to pull too tight because I like to have a lot of fullness at the roots, so when the hair starts to get a little bit older, it helps to fill in some of those spaces. And also too, if you pull it too tight, you might rip that lace or the netting underneath your wig, and you don't want to have really big holes because you pulled too tight. So here I have another little space, and I'm going to slow the video down just a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So if you didn't catch it the first time, here we go again. Pull the latch hook through 2 of the holes, attach the hair, close the latch hook, pull through those holes, open your loop, and then slide the hair through the loop and tighten. Very simple, right? So I'm going to slow it down. We're going to try it again. So I'm going to continue to fill all in the spaces in my wig cap, and I'm going to again put most of the remaining hair in the front of my head where the bangs are, and at the top where the crown of my head, because again I want that fullness. So here we're going to show you after this last lash hook what the actual wig is starting to look like. At this point the wig has not been shaped, it hasn't been cut, and I am going to add a little more hair, but this is basically how your wig should be looking at this point. Again, at this point you can go back, start to fill in some hair, you can cut it, you can shape it if this is enough hair for you, but I want it bigger, so I'm going to add some more hair, and this is going to be the finished look. So in order for me to get the wig to be really big, I like to shake it and kind of pull it through, being a little bit careful to separate some of the curls but not have the curls to be frizzy. So again, at this point, adjust the wig and then you can just finger comb and style as usual. But thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.